Hello, friends. Welcome to this latest episode of 5 Minutes, please. That's Panj Minute. Yesterday, I was talking about my first ever trip to Olympic Games. I started my Olympic journey from Barcelona in 1992 and how I ended in Olympic Athletes Village on the very first night in an Olympics was the subject of my first episode yesterday. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my experiences in Barcelona. People call it Barcelona, so because it's Spanish, so pronunciation is slightly different. Barcelona. So it was very interesting to be in that that city which is full of life. It throbs with activity, it's vigorous, it's vibrant, it's multicultural, and it is full of life. And when we reached there, my first day was in the Olympic Village. Then next day, I moved on to my private accommodation. I was staying with a friend of my childhood friend and my colleague and my best friend, Sukhvir Grewal. So my routine used to be get up in the morning, get ready, and move to the main press center. From there, we would decide which events we are covering the whole day. Mostly the events where Indians were participating would decide our workload every day. And one of my colleagues on almost every day of my work used to be Mr. Harpal Singh Bedi from United News of India. We used to share a desk in the main press center. And after 2 hours, 3 hours, we would just go out for a drink. Outside main press center was a pub, and there it was. The young bartenders, and we would go there, have a glass of beer, come back, and resume working. Maybe twice a day, or at times 3 times a day, we would go out and have our beer and resume our work. So that was between me and Harpal Vedi. So everybody knew if we are not there in the main press center, either we have gone to a venue to cover the event or we would be at the pub, the nearby pub, and which was our favorite destination. During games, you see, it is almost like understandable that the whole city, since they have spent so much in organizing the games, they have to generate some revenue. So the normal practice is the rates of everything, right from eateries, from taxis, from hotels, from other things, they would go up by 25, 30, or 40%. Since it was my first Olympics, I didn't know that. And when on second or third day I was moving around in the main press center, a team from Doordarshan, the official television company of India, they were there and they wanted to have a brief chat with me. So they asked me, how did I feel in Barcelona? I still remember my quote कि महंगाई ने तो लक तोड़ ਦਿੱਤਾ है Barcelona ਵਿੱਚ because things were costlier than expected. Because when we went there, we had planned our budget. Okay, this much is for accommodation, this much is for eating every day, this much is for transport, and this much is for memento buying and other things. And likewise, minimum expenses all covered. But right from day one, the expenses started going beyond control. So I told them when I made this comment. So people who heard this comment in India, so they some of them called me and said, "Oh, come Prabjot, how come it's so expensive?" I said, "No, it's not that expensive, but it is more expensive than expected." and the local organizers and the local committees, they ensured everyone, all the visitors, because Olympics draws a lot of visitors from all over the world, and they assured them that yes, they will keep a watch or keep a control or keep a check on the price line, and so that people who have come here, they should enjoy the hospitality. And that was one aspect which I thought was a very, very positive step taken by the administration in Barcelona. Though throughout our stay in Barcelona, there were some protests by Catalans. So Catalan is another problem in Spain. They are seeking independence. They don't think they're part of Spain, so they are an independent community, an independent nation. So Catalan agitation or Catalan movement was very strong those days. And since Olympic torch and Olympic events were planned for the whole city, so there were some protests from Catalan people, Catalan supporters, but everything went on very well and no disruptions took place. So that was my first experience with Catalan people. And besides Barcelona, we also happened to go, we used to go to another place where hockey competition was held. So different venues and going different places in Spain was a very exciting experience. So hockey event, we used to go there. It used to take us about 2.5 hours by bus, special bus. So we would go there and enjoy India's games there and other games also. And there I happened to meet at that time the president of International Hockey Federation, so Glacius. So he remembers some of Indian players, and we had a good interaction with him. He said he used to play with Prithvi Pal and Dharam Singh and others. So Etienne Glacius then subsequently retired from world hockey, and he was from Belgium. So that was Barcelona. Very exciting city. And evenings we would go to Ramblas. Ramblas was a very popular street and full of activity, cultural, anything, you name it thing, music, you name it thing, Ramblas will have it. And people would make it a point they will not miss Ramblas any day during their stay in Barcelona. So it's full of life, full of vigor. It is a real Barcelona. If you see Ramblas, you have seen Barcelona. Because every evening, Ramblas would be as active, as throbbing as it would be in the mornings or late in the evenings or even at midnight. So Barcelona was an exciting experience. First Olympics, very exciting. Lots of people. And I also happened to visit a small place where Sikh community in Barcelona used to run a gurdwara on weekends. So I still have a lot of fond memories of Barcelona, and maybe if I get a chance, I would love to visit Barcelona again. So I thought I must share my first experiences of Barcelona with you all, and maybe when we talk to each other next time, I may have a different subject to interact with you. I share my memories with you, and maybe you have, if you have to share anything, please feel free to send me a message, drop me a message, or call me. So till then, we meet again after a day or two. Till then, goodbye. Stay happy, stay calm.